Grand Rising Taurus. This is a message for you for the rest of July or whenever you're intended to find this message. My messages focus on you, self. Of course, if there's things that come up with people, I will certainly bring to light. But I'm like astonished at how these cards, I've pre-pulled some here, have correlated. And this message for you is probably intended for someone who's under the age of 30 or almost or about to peak into their 30s, Taurians. And I'll get to why I say that. But from the Osho Zen Tarot deck, we have abundance, right? This card's about being whole. This card is about, this is where you want to be, right? And I say that because these two cards after kind of tell me where you're at. So take the message as it resonates, okay? Abundance, right? This is where we want to be, sitting on a book of wisdom. The man is holding a lotus flower, which entails that he's in tune with his feminine side, while having his chest and his stomach out, which in this card resembles the masculine side. And living, all aspects, all elements are here. Water, fire, earth, air, high in the clouds, right? Being abundant, just being completely in tune with himself, being completely whole, right? Being completely whole. In order to be whole, there needs to be a sense of masculine and feminine. There needs to be a sense of feeling like you are complete. Fruits of his loins are here, right? This is a vibe, this is an energy that you want to be in. And I say that next with caution, right? There is the next few cards are all about healing, and I am, healing hype man. So like, I really do hope that this kind of hits home with you. And with the isolation card, right? This is, you see, there's so much ice here, and the tears of rainbow represent the ability that crying can heal. Crying can melt the ice. For some of you, you might feel frozen. You might feel stuck. You might feel like you're not sure what the next step is going to be. You might feel like you're stuck in a situation or stuck in a position where you're just isolated from the world. You're isolated from who you really are. The card speaks a lot about allowing your tears to heal you. Allowing your tears, it's okay to cry. There is no sense, and I kind of see a visualization of a heart here, right? Allowing yourself to melt away whatever wounds might have hurt you in the past, right? In order to be abundant, you have to go through a lot of things. There's a lot of wisdom. He's sitting on the book of wisdom here. There's a lot that needs to heal, and crying is a source of healing. It's letting your feelings out. It's allowing your tears to melt the ice away. The Harmony card, which is also card number 10. Listening to your heart and living the simple life. But our societies don't allow us to live simple. We have to go through so much chaos, so much pain, so much isolation before we can realize what true simplicity is. Listening to our heart, right, and allowing our heart to kind of come into our third eye, come into our mind, and doing things with love, doing things with kindness, and getting through those cold ice moments in life, getting through those whatever it is that you might feel frozen in or just stuck in. It's part of the process. You need some isolation and you need some love in order to get to the abundance aspect. Life and society and things that we live in haven't, we were born abundant, little did we know. And then situations in life and things that go on in our life kind of put us in a frozen mode. And with the Harmony card, it's just asking you to listen to your heart, listen to the simple things in life, knowing what is simple and what makes you happy, and realizing that it doesn't take a lot to make you feel abundant. These tangible, materialistic 3D world that we live in, we don't need to have a lot of stuff in order to feel worthy of ourselves. We don't need to have a lot of things accomplished and done in order to feel simple. in order to feel at harmony. So I get the sense that someone is feeling like this, right? It's in the middle, so it's almost like you're halfway there. How do we get past this? Cry it out, like let the tears flow, let the feelings come through, and doing things with love and light, and just realizing that it only takes the simple things in order to make you feel abundant. From the astrology deck, Chiron, healing, and Saturn return. Okay, Chiron, this specifically talks about healing, right? There is a matter of healing that needs to take place here. There is healing must take place before you're able to deal with your matter. There, right, you're stuck in a situation because there's healing that needs to take place. There is some crying that needs to come out. There is some acknowledgement that needs to take place. Chiron is a comet. It's not necessarily a planet, but it's a comet, I think, that orbits the moon. But it speaks about the journey through our darkness, and with strength and with letting out our emotions. We realize that we'll go through breakthroughs, but it takes us. You have to pass through the darkness in order to get to that place. One must see darkness before there is light. And as I say that, I might get sad that that's the case, but most spiritual folks that I know have gone through some sort of darkness in order to find the light. Some might have been harder for others, and some might have had it easy, or maybe they just never gone through darkness, and that time shall to come to them. Now, with Saturn return, we all have a Saturn return. We all have a Saturn return, right? And Saturn, as the Lord of Karma, right? Now we're talking about karma. Chiron, talking about healing, right? There might be some past karma that might need some healing here. Everyone has a Saturn return, so it takes 29 years for Saturn to orbit the sun. So everyone's first Saturn return happens around the age of 29, which is why I kind of said in the beginning that I feel like this might be for those folks that are around that age. It marks the period where childish things must be put away. There is no more getting ready to live your life. It is time to live it and be responsible for your own dreams, goals, and affairs. So, and then the second Saturn return is around 60. So, and if you put that into like society, it's like, that's crazy how I always say once you turn 30, it's like your life changes. And that is your Saturn return, my friend. Saturn, as the Lord of Karma, is like, are you done? Have you accomplished? Have you done the work with your karmatic past, South Node? Are you living your life's purpose, North Node? Look those up on your chart. I'm like fascinated with the North Node and getting folks to be on a certain on their spiritual path and in that direction. But I get with these cards here, there is a big emphasis on healing that needs to be done, and maybe there's a sense of time, right? Age, I'm going to correlate with time. You feel like, am I running out of time? Have I done what I need to do? And if you're right past the 29 year of age mark, some of you might not have been spiritually woke enough to realize that there were things from your past that needed healing. There were things that you can't move on with, or life just changed, in the blink of an eye with age, because of where you are now and the things that have happened in the past. But there is a big emphasis on healing something here. And I also get the sense of time, like you think you're running out of time, or there is no emphasis on time. These are just astrological placements and energy that you will feel. It's still going to happen to you whether you're aware of it or not. But now that you're aware of it, maybe we can handle this healing a little bit more. Maybe we can stop isolating ourselves and kind of heal and cry it out as much as we need to, and realize that love and simplicity is all we actually need in order to be abundant. Right? Balancing masculine and feminine energy sitting in a book of wisdom. Like, it doesn't matter what age you're at, you have so much more wisdom than you actually realize, and there's much more to come. From the age of 30 to 60, you're going to gain so much more wisdom, and you'll have a second Saturn return. Let's go ahead and pull from the tarot. The Wheel of Fortune. Six of Swords and the Fool. Wow. Let's talk about change here, right? Abundance is happening for you. There is change that is taking place. Healing must take place first. Isolation. You are done feeling cold. You are on the boat heading to a calmer place. You want to be in a calmer place. You want to get out of this isolation. So you're getting on the boat and you're physically going into the direction of new things, the Fool, new beginnings. You might not necessarily be prepared for it, but this energy that you might feel stuck in, you're already in a position where you want change. You don't want to feel that stuck energy, or you don't want to feel stagnant. Wow, bottom of the deck, the Tower. I'm going to put that here, right? Change. Like, I can't emphasize how much change is here for you. I hope you take this message as like confirmation that change is here. Luck is on your side. New things, the world, the wheel is spinning. Good fortune is coming to you. This is a very good luck card. With the Fool, you might not necessarily be prepared for it, but the change doesn't mean it's chaotic change. There can be, I think you already might have gone through that chaotic change. It's just a card of symbolizing that there is drastic change coming towards you. There is new beginnings coming towards you. Luck is on your side, and the more aware you are of the healing from Chiron that needs to take place, the more you are aware that life will change when your Saturn return takes place around 29. Right? Whether you're doing it before or after, you're still aware at this current time. It doesn't matter when it takes place. You're either prepared for it, or now you're more understanding of it so that you can better prepare yourself for these new beginnings that you might not necessarily be ready for, but they are coming whether you want to or not. The Saturn return is going to take place whether you are prepared for it or not. How it impacts your life depends on what's going on in your life. The wheel is always spinning in your favor. Calmer times and calmer waters are probably where you want to be at, because I get a big right smack dab in the middle is like, I feel isolated, right? Emotions need to come out, and she's on this boat, her head is down, she's probably sobbing her way to a calmer place. She's on the boat going to a calmer place. You're already in that direction, right? So a lot of you have already, if you're watching tarot, then you're already in that direction of healing in some sort of way. But now let this be confirmation that there is, cry it out, there is healing taking place, and it's okay to feel that. It's okay to heal that. That is part of the process to be abundant, so that you can live this new life that's coming to you. Change is here. Living your life with harmony, living your life with light. Bring the light from your heart and the simplicity of life. The simple things in life. We don't need a lot of extravagant things. The Fool has nothing but a bag, right, with a few things in it, and he's ready to go no matter what. He might not be prepared for it. He actually isn't prepared for it. It's card 0. He just wants change. He just wants a new beginning. And the Wheel of Fortune spinning in your favor. Change is coming. It's here. The wheel is always spinning. We just might feel stuck in this energy here, which is why you're getting on the boat and heading in that direction. Let's pull some fallback cards from fallback deck. And something here that I'm also getting here is that there might be, you might be in your head, this healing, this crying out that needs to take place is something in your mind. What is it in your mind that, I'm going to go back to this because I want to clarify this. There's something in your mind, maybe there was mental health, that you might feel stuck or stagnant or isolated. You know, what is it in your mind? Speak to yourself. Listen to that voice in your head. I'm reading this book called The Untethered Soul, and he talks about the voice in your head and acknowledging that that voice is always there. You walk into a room, oh, I like this. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, that's ugly. Oh, that looks good. Oh, I like that shirt. No, I don't like those pants, right? But acknowledging that that voice is there. When you hear that voice, it's like, okay, I hear you. And the next question is to ask, how does that make me feel? Okay, I don't like that shirt. My mind said to me, I don't like that shirt. My mind said to me, I don't like that person. Ask yourself, ask that voice, ask your roommate, right, and your headmate, how does that make you feel? How does that shirt make you feel? Why don't I like it? How does it make you feel? Why don't I like that person? How do they make me feel? How do they make me feel? Emphasis here on mental health, which I kind of want to clarify. Let's clarify the Six of Swords. Seven of Cups. Choices, your options that you have, the choices that you've made, the options that are in front of you might be too much to handle. The options might be limited. The options you have are happy. The options, but there's a big emphasis with communication and the mind, right? You're not clear on what it is, the direction you want to go in, possibly. You want happiness, but there is a big amateur-like energy of, I'm not very clear on what I want. I'm not really understanding of what that is. And again, that might come with age, but it doesn't matter, right? Might not be very clear, and that might be why you're stuck. Like, I don't really know what it is that I want. I don't really know what my options are, but I know that I want to be happy. I know that I want to be abundant. Just head in that full direction. Go without knowing. There's a sense of spirituality when you just keep going and going, and you get to a point where you're just like, oh my God. Actually, now I'm going to go right over here. I am safe in my arms. I care for myself like no one else, right? There's a sense of just being safe in your own arms. You know that things will always work out in your favor. Everything is always working out for me. Things that I want, I can manifest. Dream it to life. See and feel what will soon be real. Take time to visualize the experience you want to have before any situation. This, my friend, is how I manifest a lot. I feel things out. How do I feel if I get accepted to that school? And I started crying my eyes out, right? And then few hours later, I got accepted to that. It's just more of like, feel the emotion of what it is that you want. How would it feel to be married? Feel that emotion with that person. How does it feel to get that job offer? How does it feel to be what it is that you want to be? How does it feel to be in that industry? Feel the emotion. Act as if you already do have it. Feel that expression, feel that emotion, visualize it, and actually let it stimulate your body. Let the emotions come through. Feel exactly how it is that you feel. Create your joy, smile, and laugh. You deserve to be happy for no reason. Take time to do what feels good. Self-care, making sure you're creating yourself, laughing and smiling, right? Don't get stuck in this isolation, in this cold like energy. Heal what you need to heal and move on. Like don't sit around stagnant like, oh, eventually it'll happen, or eventually they'll come back up and I'll heal it. No, do it now. You don't need a physical person to be in front of you in order to heal from something. You don't need them physically there. That is all the work that you need to do. Let's pull one more. You are enough. You always have been. You always will be. Release attachment to relationships and achievements to feel worthy. Like who is it that you want recognition from? They're not going to give it to you. If that's who you're healing from, they're not going to give it to you. You need to give it to yourself. It's not going to come from anybody else but you. Let's pull from the Island Wellness deck. You got this, and you're already on that path. You already know what direction that you need to go into, right? There is just a sense of just keep going forward and trusting that the universe will align everything that needs to align for you. Again, there's no one else is going to, who is it? You are enough, and you always have been, and you always will be. The Golden Mirror, self-absorption, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. And I bet you're doing this to yourself. You know, when you're healing from a relationship, that's all. It's a one-sided relationship at this point because you're not hearing what they have to say. And I honestly don't really care what they have to say, to be honest, if it's a relationship. I really, really don't. You have to do the work yourself. You have to heal for yourself. Is there a sense of time pressure? Not necessarily, because it's going to happen to you anyway, but why do you want to carry on to some weight, some whatever it is that you're holding on to, that you're isolating yourself? Carry it on until you hit this point. Like, do the work beforehand if you can, and if it's after the fact, now you're more aware. Now you can take the steps that you need in order to move forward so you can live this new beginning. camera, reminiscing, keepsakes, learn from the past, make memories, right? Learn from the past. Your past, your past that you're healing from, is going to make you a better version of yourself, especially when you're moving forward to your new found future, right? Making new memories, right? You might be holding on to things, reminiscing on things. That's actually making your healing process worse, right? You know, like, do you need to hold on to those things? Let it go. Ho'oponopono, you know, I love you. Please forgive me. I forgive you. And you move on. If you don't know what Ho'oponopono is, look, Google that. It's just a way to release and move forward and heal from someone that might have caused you pain, trauma, or drama in the past without them physically being in front of you. Sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out, right? Take the sunglasses off, get yourself out of this isolation zone that you might be in, and let the tears fall. Take the sunglasses off and let the tears fall down your face, right? Someone could be watching you, someone could be stalking you, someone could be gaslighting you, but you also could be gaslighting yourself. Okay, I'll deal with that later. Oh, I could do that later. Oh no, I'm good. But you still feel isolated. You tell me how that resonates with you. Taurus, let's ask the angels. So go ahead and ask a question, and let's see what the angels have to say. Romance. Ooh, I think you know how that correlates. What about romance? It's up to you. There's something better. So if you're healing from a romantic situation, right, it's up to you to do the work, because there's always going to be something better there. There's always going to be something better, someone better, because you're more aware of yourself. You're more aware of what it is that you want. You're more aware, you're more consciously aware of what it is that you don't want, because you've gone through the healing process. You get me? Right? So there's always going to be something better, because it's all about you and your awareness. You can only do what you can do with the tools that you're given in the moment that it's in. 22:22 on the clock. Right? You can only do so much with the tools that you're given, the knowledge that you know at that given time. The more that you go through life, the more aware you are of what you have and what you have had and the tools that are given. So you'll make wiser decisions as you get older, as you hit your 30s, as you hit your 29 and up. And then again, when you're 60, you'll even be much more aware. You get what I'm saying? Nothing is wasted. It's all making you a better version of yourself down the line. That only comes with time. I hope this message resonates with you, Taurians. I'll see you guys soon.